Hi everybody, welcome back to another ASUS ROG Ally video. Now remember, in these videos I'm using the ASUS ROG Ally non-extreme version. So this is the version that you can't really buy in the UK right now at the time of recording this video. You can still get it in the USA. I think from Best Buy still have it for a rather bargain price of $400. But the idea is to give you an idea of what it's like. In this case, we're playing Warzone on this amazing little Windows handheld device. And I think one of the things you've got to start off with when we do this, you've got to remember, this is Warzone. This came out last year. It's a AAA title, and it's running on this tiny little machine that is in our hands. And obviously, being a Windows machine, the advantage is that you can install Battle.net launcher, and you can play Warzone. Because it likes the Windows system, where it doesn't like to be installed on a Linux system like the Steam Deck is with Steam OS. So all we're really going to be doing here, we're just going to be kind of flying around and running around just to give you an idea of what it's like. Now we're in handheld mode as well, so this is running at 15 watts TDP, similar to the Steam Deck. I have played on this map a couple of times just so that all the shaders would load in, because that's very important, and most of the presets are on medium or normal. Now what I do with the Steam Deck, with the ASUS ROG Ally non-extreme, is I do change it so that the screen is actually at 720p, not 1080p, and I restrict it to 60 hertz rather than allowing it to go up to 120 hertz. Not the fact that not that it will in Warzone. You're not going to get that sort of performance. But what that then means is that because this has less powerful processors than its extreme big brother, the one that is commonly available, let me just grip this a little bit better. It means that you get better performance out of it, which is what we want. And this screen is so good at 720p that I'd say this is definitely kind of acceptable. So we are really pushing this machine to its absolute limits. Now you're going to have to remember, I'm very, very, very rusty with Call of Duty and how we do things. So I wouldn't be surprised if I get killed very quickly, or even get killed by the gas. In fact, where are we? Okay, so we haven't got too far to go, so we can head back towards the gas and loot as we go. Do we have... We can mark stuff, can't we? We can jump. We can slide. And tell you what, let's bring up the FPS counter. So if you look at the top of the screen, you should see we've got the SPS. See what we get in. It's a bit hitchy. Now that could be textures and shaders loading in. Or it could be the fact that this game is just so big, this map is so big, that the ROG Ally non-extreme version is having a little bit of a challenge trying to run it. Also, I would say what tends to happen, I found, and this isn't just Call of Duty, but let's get that. Let's get that. So what guns we got? We got like an LMG. Is that early doors? Lots of these get. Oh, there's a sniper rifle. Early doors, many of these games are very sort of hitchy. They have like glitches as you go along, because you've got, I think on Warzone we have, let's equip that. We have, I think, is it 120 players, isn't it? But the more I've played with the ROG Ally non-extreme version, the more impressed I have been by how it actually works. I think a large part of this is because at 15 watts TDP in this handheld mode, the extreme version, which has more cores and more powerful cores, it doesn't have as big an advantage. Attack Eradicator. Got quite a slow ADS that though, isn't it? Oh well, okay. And of course, I think it's important with these videos I do about these handheld devices that I do use them handheld. Ooh, what's that? So that you get a good idea. Although you can plug them in. I think one of the things that the advantage that the extreme version has. Oh, actually, we probably want to get away from that because I don't think I've got any. Have I got anything set up? How do I access this? When you plug the non-extreme version of the ROG Ally in, you don't get a bigger FPS jump as you would do if you had the extreme version, which at sort of 25 watts and 30 watts TDP can really take advantage of that power and give you something a lot more powerful when you're, for example, attaching the device to a external monitor, you know, mouse and keyboard, that sort of thing. Okay, so we could start bumping into other players soon. Let's keep the heartbeat sensor. Yeah, so the more I play this little device, the more I've enjoyed it. Oh, machine, see, I think that's probably a better idea. Then we've got, I'll tell you what we'll do. Use that as our secondary, that as our primary. Yeah, we've been getting sort of between, what, 40 and 60 frames per second, haven't we? Kind of looks okay. Yeah, a bit hitchy. That's the main criticism I think we would have here. Could have probably done with that. Sniper rifle then, couldn't I? Let's reposition. Yes, in the UK, I don't think you can really buy this version of the ROG Ally at the moment, but in America you can. Oh, we got hit by someone else on the roof, didn't we? So I think that kind of gives you an idea that if... I don't think you would buy a ROG Ally Z1 non-extreme version to play Call of Duty Warzone. You know, the performance is okay, but it's not that smooth. However, what hopefully I am showing is the fact that because this is a Windows PC, you know, we can have the Battle.net launcher, so we can have Call of Duty Warzone, we can have other versions of Call of Duty, though I know obviously Warzone is available on them. What did we do there? Warzone is available on Steam now as well. I think I've probably just got killed, haven't I? Yeah. It kind of shows you the versatility of these kinds of devices, and I'm sure with a little bit of practice, and maybe if I fiddled with the settings a little bit more, I could get a sort of better performance. But you know, I'm kind of happy to kind of show this and say, look, kind of this is the way it is. It kind of works, but it's not. Oh, here we go. We're in the gulag. I don't think we've got any throwables, have we? How come he didn't die? We must have had a bit of lag there. Can't have been my sheer lack of accuracy. So there we go. I'll leave it there with this one. So this has been Call of Duty Warzone on the ROG Ally non-extreme version. What do you think? Put your questions and comments down below, and of course I'll see you again soon.